The moment the gang leader spoke, Sandra's soul nearly left her body. "I hear you want to run." The firewood crackled softly nearby. The other captives immediately lowered their heads. Nobody spoke. Nobody moved. The forest suddenly felt tighter. Smaller. Deadlier. Sandra slowly turned around. The gang leader stood behind her with 2 armed men beside him. Rainwater dripped slowly from the leaves above. His eyes were fixed directly on hers. Cold. Emotionless. Like a man who had forgotten what mercy meant. I don't know what you mean," Sandra whispered. Slap. The sound echoed violently across the camp. Sandra crashed onto the muddy ground. Her ears rang instantly. Chioma screamed. Ton tried to stand, but a rifle was immediately pointed at his head. "Sit down." Sandra tasted blood in her mouth. Tears filled her eyes. Not from pain. From fear. Pure fear. The gang leader crouched beside her slowly. "You think this is your school hostel?" His voice was calm. Too calm. "That road you entered." He pointed deeper into the forest. "Many entered it." He leaned closer. "Not everybody came back." Sandra's heartbeat pounded like drums inside her chest. To teach the captives a lesson, the kidnappers forced Sandra, Ton, and Bolano to kneel outside in the rain. For hours. No food. No water. Just darkness. The cold became unbearable. Mud soaked through Sandra's NYSC trousers. Mosquitoes bit endlessly. Her knees burned painfully against sharp stones hidden beneath the wet ground. Chioma watched helplessly from inside one of the tents. She couldn't stop crying. Guilt consumed her. She had exposed them. And now Sandra was suffering because of it. But Sandra didn't know yet. Around midnight, the rain finally slowed. The kidnappers became drunk around a small fire, laughing loudly and smoking. Most of them looked distracted. Careless. Sandra sat weakly beneath a tree, shivering violently. That was when Chioma quietly crawled beside her. Her voice trembled. "Sandra." Sandra looked up weakly. Chioma immediately burst into tears. "I'm sorry." Sandra frowned. "Sorry for what?" Chioma couldn't even look at her. I told them." Silence. Sandra stared at her in disbelief. No. No. You what?" Chioma broke down completely. "I was scared. They threatened to shoot me. I didn't know what to do." Sandra felt rage explode inside her chest. But then she looked at Chioma closely. She was trembling uncontrollably. Terrified. Broken. And suddenly Sandra understood something horrifying. They were all victims. Every single one of them. Suddenly, a branch snapped nearby. Both girls froze instantly. Someone was there. Watching. Then Emeka stepped out from the shadows. Sandra immediately stood up. "You." Her voice filled with anger. "You betrayed us." But Emeka raised his hands quickly. "Keep your voice down." Sandra's eyes burned with fury. "You brought us here." "No." Emeka whispered sharply. You don't understand. Ton woke up immediately and rushed toward them. You snake. But Emeka spoke quickly. I was forced into this. Silence. The forest wind blew softly around them. Emeka's face looked different now. Ashamed. Broken. My older brother owes these people money, he whispered. They threatened my family. Sandra stared at him. They said if I helped bring passengers, they would free him. Chioma gasped softly. I didn't know they would kidnap core members too, Emeka said painfully. I swear. Sandra didn't know what to believe anymore. Everything felt twisted. Confusing. Dark. Then Emeka said something unexpected. There's a way out. Everyone froze. The guards near the southern path sleep around 2 a.m., he whispered. There's a river nearby. If we cross it, we might reach the express road. Might. Ton snapped. Emeka looked down. I've never tried. Sandra's mind raced rapidly. This could be their only chance. Their only chance. What about the others? Chioma asked softly. Emeka's face hardened. We can't save everybody. Those words hit Sandra deeply. She looked around the camp. The crying women. The tied-up men. The frightened students. Leaving them behind felt wrong. But staying could mean death. The forest became silent again. The kidnappers were asleep. Some snoring loudly. Others drunk. Generators hummed softly in the distance. Sandra's breathing became shallow. This was it. Emeka slowly signaled them. Move. One by one, they crawled quietly through the darkness. Sandra. Tond. Chioma. Bulano. Emeka. Every sound felt dangerous. Every movement felt loud. Sandra could hear her own heartbeat. Then suddenly, a flashlight beam swept across the trees. Everyone froze. One of the guards was awake. The guard yawned lazily. Looked around. Then turned away. Sandra nearly collapsed from relief. They continued moving carefully until they reached the river. Dark. Wide. Fast-moving. There. Emeka whispered. On the other side. A faint road. Hope. Tond entered first. The water reached his waist instantly. The current was stronger than expected. Chioma started crying again. I can't swim. Sandra grabbed her hand tightly. You can do this. Then suddenly, a gunshot exploded behind them. Everybody screamed. They are escaping. Flashlights burst through the darkness. Voices shouted violently. Dogs barked wildly from the camp. Panic exploded instantly. Ton slipped into the river. Chioma screamed. Bulano fell hard against the rocks. Sandra turned around and saw the gang leader standing at the riverbank, smiling again. Only this time, he was pointing the gun directly at her.